Okay, so we've got this steering dampener kit from Msc Moto, Australian made, 2024 WR450. Just going to do a little video here to show you how this thing goes on. Okay, so this is the Axis Down Under Pro Kit. Mounts underneath the bars, lifts the bars up a little bit from standard height. A lot of people don't like this. I'm going to give it a try. You can always get the other bracket and change it to the above mount. Alright, now this is everything out of the box. Extremely well made. They do everything themselves, anodizing a lot. Very nice. Depending how old the bike is, gives you a good chance to re-grease the steering stem bearings. We're going to take the front wheel off, the forks out, make it a bit easier to manage everything. You don't have to do it that way, but all the bars will come off. The top triple clamp will come off. Okay, so we've just stopped at this point here. Hasn't taken long to get everything off. Now, these are the Yamaha rubbers that will be changed out for the billet alloy ones. It's actually got a thread in that one. Goes in the bottom. And also it has to be in this front, they might call it back hole. You can't mount it in this front hole there. Let's see how the bracket fits. The 24, it's got the new frame, which has these lumps around the outside here. Not sure what for. Which meant the older model bracket wouldn't fit, so I've made up this newer. Bracket with the spigot, I believe it's called. Fits perfect. So that's the first thing to go on. Get that torqued up. And okay, I'll just show you this here. Just when you're putting this bracket on, it sits on top of the air filter, funnel web filter. This you can buy. So just remember to, it's only about a mil. I don't know whether I can get it there. See that? So So just remember to hold that down when you tighten the bolt up. I found it a bit easier to take the cover off here. It makes that move a little bit easier. Not that it's much. Then the cover just goes straight back on. Alright, we're up to the next stage. Just a couple of things that you've got to make sure you do right here. Obviously the threaded cone will go down the bottom, underneath. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on that. Now the top cone, you can see the machined part and that orientation there, because so you can see that groove in there, it's got to fit on that, so it's got to go the right way. And then it has a groove on the top there, and if you're running the Pro kit with the dampers, they come apart. Everything just fits together so well. And they're machined at the bottom as well to fit into that groove there, and they all fit perfectly, so holds them in the correct position, there's no movement. And then also remember that these have a 5mm offset, so whether you want to have them offset forward or offset back, that's up to you, but they've just got to be both the same way for it to fit right. So the only thing you've got to make sure of. Alright, that's the next stage done. Decide to run the offset forward. You can see pretty clearly there. So when you're working it out, you can actually do them up most of the way and then leave a bit of room to lift the clamp up and spin it whichever way you need it, or to make sure they're both the same. Alright, got these couple of parts here. Spring just drops straight in first, making sure that the thinner machined part is at the top. The damper just slides straight over that. Like so. And that'll tighten down. Alright, so we've got the front wheel back on, forks. We won't go through that process, plenty of videos out there. Now I've stopped at this point because we need to get that steering stem nut torqued up. So it's best to do that with the forks and front wheel, get the feel that you like, and I've made it so socket fits in there. So once you've got that torqued up to the feeling that you like and your manufacturer specs, we can finish putting the damper on. Alright, all done, all torqued up, everything fitted perfectly, looks at goods. The actual height from standard height is closer to 40 mil higher, so it's a little bit higher than I was hoping, but anyway, the particular ride I'm using it for, I was hoping for the bars to be a bit higher. When I go back to normal enduro and single track, if I use the damper, I'll definitely get the other bracket and mount it above the bars to keep the bars down at the lower height. I know all the stories and all the tips about running bar risers and running your bars higher and how you don't need to unless you're 8 foot tall, but I'm going to try it for this particular race. Like I said, I think it'll suit me a little bit. It was a little bit higher than I was hoping, but that's all good. The only thing left to do is, so the Yamaha bar pad obviously doesn't fit the apex clamps, but I've had a bit of a look at it, and I think if we cut out these sections either side, that it probably will. Okay, so we've finished cutting out the bar pad. It's not a perfect fit, but it's a fit. So still goes on the same way with the releasable cable ties. Alright, it's the first time I've fitted a steering dampener, so it's pretty easy. Never tried one before, so look forward to trying it.